Hi, my guest today is Karen Davidson, Creative Director for the Harley-Davidson General Merchandise Department. In her role, Karen's challenge is to maintain Harley-Davidson's distinctive reputation and rich history as she directs new initiatives for the accessory and apparel line. Karen, welcome to In Her Shoes.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Now, your brand is one that is known around the world. It's a long-time brand, but there's something very special about the brand. It's been written about many times because those who follow it tend to have like a cult-like devotion to the brand. What is it about the brand that has people become such raving fans?
Well, the brand is very powerful, and it comes from the experience and everybody's own personal experience that the brand gives them. So you've got this amazing machine you're taking to the road, and everybody is getting back, something that, is kind of personal to them when they experience the brand. Not only that, but then they're out there with other riders. So it's kind of like a shared experience. It's people getting back, the same type of experience, and then coming together and saying, this has been great, and how did you feel out there? And it kind of forms a great synergistic experience.
One of the things we're seeing with big companies is because of social media, I hear a lot of companies saying we really must get closer to our community. We must develop a community rather than just customers. But Harley-Davidson has been doing this for years. Tell me about how you foster community.
Well, it's so true, and that's through events. Like I said, the shared experiences that you get from the brand, you get that from events that we have been putting forth for many, many years. The Harley Owners Group is just one good example across the world where we're orchestrating events where people can come together and diverse people. It's just for everybody to really go and enjoy, be out there with their fellow riders and enjoy the road.
Well, we tend to think, or some of us tend to think of the Harley rider as a male, probably with facial hair, possibly a little big, but that's not our typical rider today, is it?
Not at all. And I mentioned the word diversity, and it's all about from young to old, from a diverse range of backgrounds and careers and just lifestyles that are coming together to enjoy the experience of riding and the experience of motorcycling. And really one of the great things about Harley, it's very leveling, because you're out there sharing the road with somebody next to you whom you don't really know who they are. Are they executive? Are they blue-collar worker? Are they medical professional? They're clad in leathers. They're taking off their helmet, and you're chatting up about what you experienced together along the road, and that's what it's all about.
One of the things I know you're passionate about is having more women riders. Tell me, where does that come from? Why should more of us women be taken to the road?
Absolutely. I mean, now is the time and place in this world for women to really go for it and push themselves. And I think a lot of women have great opportunity with their career. They have athletic opportunities, and people are so accepting of women getting involved in things that maybe they never have been really involved in before or excelled in. So, here's a chance for women to maybe get inspired by other riders or other women and saying, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. How do I learn about this? And that's really where it takes them full circle to go to a dealership and actually learn about this. And it's just been amazing.
I was looking at some statistics, and in Australia, I think 13% of those who hold motorbike licenses are women, compared to 23+% in the United States. So are you a champion for let's get those stats up?
Let's get the stats up. I mean, really, it's so great, that women want to actually embrace the sport. They think about the freedom and adventure and the expression of individuality that goes along with riding a Harley. I mean, you are making a very powerful statement, and I'm all about women today making their own statement, doing their own thing, and Harley really is a great conduit for allowing them that to happen.
Now, you're creative director of the merchandise department. Tell us a little bit about your work there, because you bring a sense of fashion with strong business sense to a wonderful, wonderful brand. So tell us about that department.
Yeah, passion is the key word.
Okay.
And it has been, it's been an incredible journey. One of my key drives and initiatives is really to bring comfort and functionality to apparel and merge in a little bit of the fashion and maybe current trends that are happening out there, but in a very brand appropriate way. I want people to be very comfortable in their apparel. I want it to be protective, and I want it to be completely user-friendly, comfortable. So part of it satisfies the rider, and another part of it satisfies a very casual sportswear type of look. And it's all about the easy-to-wear piece, but then it's got the great brand expression that goes along with it. So it's a nice merge, and it works quite well.
So when we go and we buy the Harley T-shirt, or we put on the Harley hoodie, but we're not a rider, we don't have a bike, we don't have a license, what is it that we're trying to have in our life that the brand brings to us?
Yeah, I think it's the fact that you're trying to be cool. You're trying to say this is a strength and a heritage and something that's very strong, cult-like, that I aspire to be associated with. And hopefully you're liking the item of clothing that that name and that brand is married with. So it could be a comfortable hoodie or something, and then it's got that the iconic name. And you're thinking, that there's a cool factor there. There's kind of this iconic chic about, the power that's associated with the brand. And something that's very wearable, very obtainable.
One of the mantras of the company is, it's not the journey, it's the destination. I think I got that right. What does that mean to you?
Well, it goes back to what I was saying before about the personalized experience of Harley-Davidson. And it really is about experience, and experience with others, experience with different roads, experience with your own bike, maybe with a new bike, and it's everything along the way that builds up to this incredibly exciting sensation. And the destination is your goal, but it's everything that happens in between. And especially when you're on a long road trip, you've got sights, sounds, feelings, and things that entice the senses. And usually when you're riding with somebody, you're sharing that, and it's every day and every road trip, the shared experiences that really make it, unique.
I acknowledge you for encouraging women to express themselves, to work with other women in, exploring the world. And what I hear that you're saying is through this, the journey, it's like life's journey. It's like, who am I going to take the road with?
Absolutely.
And thank you for making it more accessible. I know that you run charity events that give money to support women's causes. I know that you have rides for women. Thank you for being here, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Great. Yeah, thank you, Karen.
Thanks.
Good.